Tell Crawford, wow, you're losing your opportunity. You came, you conquered, and now what? Don't let your flame just go away. You're on top of the world, but start thinking like a fighter again. Don't think like a businessman. Think like a fighter. Get back in the ring. Do what you do best. Fight the best. Yes, you will beat everybody.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. This is Olympic gold medalist, 6th Division retired world champion, Hall of Fame superstar, Mexican-American boxer, turned promoter and founder of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya took to social media the moment the pound-for-pound king, the 5-division undefeated world champion, 3-division undisputed world champion, superstar boxer, and first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, 42 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout, decided that he has had enough in his career and he is now moving on. He's done enough, he saw enough, he conquered, right? And Oscar De La Hoya immediately downplayed and discredited Terence Crawford's resume, saying in his career, he only beat 2 guys. He beat Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. What? And then, now, Oscar De La Hoya is singing a whole different tune, which we're not surprised because he's done this in the past, right? In one breath, he tells you that he don't believe in paying the sanction fees. But when Terence Crawford decided not to pay the sanction fees, he said it was a disgrace. What? Now, Oscar De La Hoya, as I just played for you, is begging and urging Terence Crawford to not retire because he's good for the sport of boxing and he's the best in the business. Don't think like a businessman, think like a fighter. You'll beat everybody, but you on the high, don't retire and regret it? What? Oscar De La Hoya, this is why many people have forgotten the actual legacy of Oscar De La Hoya as a fighter and focus on Oscar De La Hoya as a person today's time. And it's overshadowing what he has accomplished as a fighter. He was a great fighter, one of the greatest Mexican fighters in history, right? But that's being overshadowed with all the antics, all of the D-rugs use, the alcohol, the rehab, the promotion, the back and forth with different fighters as a promoter, losing all his stable. It has overshadowed his career as a fighter, right? And sometimes that's why they say it's best to sail off into the sunset once you finish your respective profession, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, boxing in this case. It's best, right? Because you can do more harm to your legacy than good. And that's what Oscar's doing. Now we see, and again, Terence Crawford responded to Oscar, and Terence Crawford said, I would have beat the brakes off of Oscar, right? And he stated that the only fighter that would have given me problems is Floyd Mayweather because his ability to think and make adjustments in the ring. Right? And now Oscar's begging Terence Crawford. Yeah, the whole sport of boxing now is going to miss Terence Crawford. You never miss what you have when you have it. You miss it when it's not there. This is not just the case for Terence Crawford. This is in life in general. This is life in general. You always miss what you took for granted. And many people took Terence Crawford for granted. And granted, he got a late start at being at the highest level. But if you watch his career, he was great throughout his career. And as you see here, Terence Crawford made a case for himself with this stat. All his fights, he left no doubt in every fight he had. That is enormous. In every fight Terence Crawford has had, he's won a unanimous decision or got a TKO or stoppage in 42 fights. As you see there, Terence Crawford won every one of his 42 fights by unanimous decision or stoppage. Either knockout or stoppage. He left no doubt through his career. That's unmatched. Now, you can make a case that his career is better than Floyd. It's just the level of opposition. That's the difference. Because if he fought the level of opposition across the board that Floyd Mayweather have, would he have every fight by unanimous decision or stoppage? That's where the question marks comes in. And again, especially early in his career, right? When he was taking more risks and more chances like Floyd, when he fought the Jose Luis Castillos and the Diego Chico Corrales, right? Early in his career, Terence Crawford got a late start with that level. And then they tried to rob Floyd with the Canelo Alvarez fight, which was bogus in itself. So that should have been a unanimous decision, but it wasn't. But Terence Crawford has made a case for himself to be, in my opinion, top 7 greatest fighters in boxing history. Some would say 5, some would say 3, some would say he is the greatest. But he made a case for himself, and that's something that Oscar De La Hoya can't say. He's one of the greatest, but he's never in the conversation as the greatest. And let me know what y'all think. Now they want Terence Crawford to stay in the sport of boxing. Right. They understand his value. It happens that way in everything, though, right? When you're long gone, that's when they miss you. That's when they give you your praise. That's why that saying is there. Don't give me my roses while I can't smell them. Give me my roses while I can smell them. Period. And that's just the truth of the matter in every walk of life. It's just the facts. But let me know what y'all think, man. Should Terence Crawford continue to fight? I personally would like to see him go for the undisputed titles at 160 and put the conversation so far in the stratosphere that there's no doubt he's top 3, top 5 greatest fighters in the history of sport of boxing. That would make him a 6th division champion, undisputed in 4 weight classes. That's enormous. But let me know what y'all think, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.